If you are listening to this, my friend, it is no accident. There is a reason the afternoon holds such quiet power. It is a sacred interval, a gentle stillness between the labors of the day and the descent of evening. In this hour, the mind grows softer, more impressionable, more open to the whispers of imagination. The world slows just enough for you to hear yourself, truly hear yourself. And so I speak to you now, not as a lecturer on a stage, but as a companion in this quiet moment. You are entering an inner chamber of consciousness, a pause in the rhythm of the day, where the veil is thin and creation becomes effortless. In the afternoon, the body is neither striving nor resisting. It rests, it receives, it listens. This is why you are here. This is why this moment found you. Because the power to attract money, to reshape your financial world, does not come from effort or strain. It comes from receptivity, from allowing the imagination to plant its seed in the rich soil of your subconscious mind. And there is no better soil than this hour. You are stepping into what I call the fertile pause, a natural doorway where your inner state can be shifted with ease, where a single assumption can take root and blossom into fact. So breathe gently. Let the noise of the day fall behind you. Allow the body to soften, the breath to deepen, the mind to open. For in this sacred pause, the imagination becomes most alive, most potent, most creative. And today, in this quiet afternoon light, we will use it to draw money into your life with the same certainty with which the tide returns to the shore. You are here because something within you is ready, ready to receive, ready to assume, ready to step into the state where wealth flows naturally. So let us begin. Wealth, my friend, is not a visitor traveling toward you from some distant future. It is not an event you are waiting for, nor a stroke of luck that must find you at the right moment. What you call a desire is not a signal of something approaching. It is the echo of something that already is. The desire to experience wealth does not come from the future. It comes from the state already fulfilled. You feel the longing only because, in the depths of your being, the thing you long for is already yours. Desire is the memory of your future made present. It is the whisper of what your consciousness has already accepted as true. This is why I often say, money is not coming to you, it is coming out of you. It is the outpouring of your inner state, the shadow cast by the assumption you hold. The world does not bring you wealth. It reflects the wealth you have accepted within yourself. You are not a beggar knocking on the doors of life, asking for supply. You are the source from which supply flows. Every afternoon, when the mind softens and the body relaxes, you stand at the perfect threshold to realize this truth. In this moment, this very moment, wealth exists as a living possibility within you, waiting only for your acceptance. For consciousness is the only reality. Your consciousness is the source of every dollar you will ever touch, every opportunity that will ever appear, every door that will ever open. When you assume wealth, the world must echo wealth. When you assume poverty, the world must echo poverty. The outer world is not the cause, it is the effect. The cause lies within. Right now, as you sit or rest in this gentle afternoon stillness, the old belief that money is outside of you begins to dissolve. A new understanding rises. I am the cause. I am the source. I am the fountain from which wealth flows. Let that truth settle in you. Let it take root. Wealth is not distant. Wealth is not separate. Wealth is already within you, waiting for recognition. And this afternoon, you are recognizing it. The law of assumption, though many find it mysterious, is in truth the simplest law in the world. It asks nothing of you but a shift, a quiet, inner acceptance. To assume is not to wish. It is not to beg. It is not to wait. To assume is to claim. It is the inner act of saying, "It is mine," long before the senses confirm it. It is the willingness to accept the invisible as more real than what your eyes presently show you. Every outward fact in your life began as an assumption, a state you occupied knowingly or unknowingly. And so, this afternoon, as the mind lies open and receptive, you will perform the most natural act in creation. You will assume that you already possess the wealth you desire. No struggle, no tension, no hoping. Hope keeps the thing away. Assumption brings it near. Assumption makes it real. So listen to me gently now. This afternoon, you will not hope for money. You will accept that it is yours. You will take possession of it in consciousness just as surely as you would pick up a coin lying at your feet. You will not ask the world for it. You will claim it within and allow the world to rearrange itself accordingly. Feel your body soften. Feel the breath deepen. Let every part of you grow receptive to this truth. For what follows now, the affirmations, the imagery, the inner decrees will only take root in a soil that is ready. So prepare the heart, prepare the mind. Let a quiet readiness fill your chest. Say within yourself, I am open, I am willing, I am ready to accept the state of wealth. Let the words not be spoken with effort, but with a gentle certainty, like acknowledging a long-lost friend returning to you. You are not preparing to become wealthy. You are preparing to remember that you already are. And with that recognition, we continue. Now, my friend, before we enter the deeper chambers of assumption, allow the body to align with the truth you are about to claim. Breath is the quiet bridge between the old state and the new, between what you have been and what you are choosing to be. So sit comfortably, or rest your body in whatever way feels most natural. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw release. Let the afternoon light or silence settle gently around you. And breathe with me. Take a slow, unhurried breath in, and let it fall out softly. Again, inhale and exhale. Not forcing, not controlling, simply allowing the breath to move as it wishes. Now listen closely, for this is not ordinary breathing. This is a sacred transition. With each exhale, let go of the old man. With each inhale, step into the one who already has. As you exhale, imagine the old assumptions slipping away. The belief that wealth is hard, that money is scarce, that opportunities are limited. See them fall from you like worn garments dropped to the floor. And now inhale, but breathe as the new being, the one who possesses, the one who knows, the one who is already aligned with wealth. Feel how different that inhale is. Feel the quiet confidence of it. Feel the steadiness, the ease. Again, exhale the past. Inhale the fulfilled desire. Exhale the doubt. Inhale the certainty. Exhale the struggle. Inhale the wealth. And as the breath continues, the shift becomes natural, effortless, inevitable. The body begins to believe. The mind begins to agree. The imagination awakens. You are no longer breathing as the one who lacks. You are breathing as the one who already has. Stay with this rhythm a moment longer. And when you are ready, gently allow the breath to return to its natural pace, carrying with it your new identity, calm, confident, and rich in assumption. Now we move deeper. Now that the breath has softened the mind and prepared the soil of consciousness, we enter the true work, the shaping of the wealth identity, not through force, not through strain, but through gentle, quiet imagery that carries the feeling of already having what you desire. You must understand something very clearly. You do not visualize money. You visualize the feeling of having it. Money itself is only a symbol, a shadow, a reflection. What creates it, what draws it, is the state of the one who already possesses it. So let me guide you now. Close your eyes if you wish. Let the world fade softly to the background. And imagine, not with effort, but with the ease of daydreaming, that you are holding an envelope in your hands. It is thick, heavier than usual, filled with bills or a letter carrying wonderful financial news. Feel the weight of it. Feel the slight texture of the paper against your fingertips. Do not try to see every detail. Simply let the sense of it drift toward you. Now imagine opening it slowly, calmly, and discovering that inside is exactly what you would wish. A check, a sum of money, a note of approval, an unexpected payment. Feel what rises in your chest. Not excitement, but relief. That deep, quiet release that comes when something is finally resolved. Let that relief spread through you. Let your shoulders loosen. Let your breath fall gently. Now listen. In the background, hear someone saying softly, "Congratulations," not loudly, not dramatically, but in that warm, candid tone people use when something good has come to you naturally. You did it. I'm happy for you. It came through. Let those words wash over you like warm sunlight. And now, feel yourself, just for a moment, as the version of you who has already received the money. Notice how differently this version of you sits, how differently they breathe. This version is not striving, not worrying, not waiting. They are complete. They have. They possess. They are the fulfillment of the wish. Rest in that identity, even if only for a few seconds. Let it become familiar, like a room you've entered many times before. Because this quiet feeling of already done is the true seed of wealth. You are not imagining money. You are imagining the state of having money, and the world must reflect the state you accept. Hold this gentle identity a moment longer, and when you are ready, let it settle into your being as naturally as breath. Now, my friend, with your mind softened and your inner eye awakened, we speak the decrees. These words are not mere phrases. They are living assumptions spoken from the state of the accomplished fact. I will speak them slowly. Let them move through you like warm air, passing through an open window. These are not modern affirmations. They belong to the rhythm, the tone, the quiet authority of the 1940s and 50s, the era in which I taught. Let them imprint themselves upon the deeper layers of your being. Listen and silently agree, I have it now. Feel the simplicity of it. Not I will have, not I hope to have, but I have it now. Let the statement settle, like a stone resting at the bottom of a clear stream. Again, I have it now. Now, take another breath, and hear the next money comes to me as effortlessly as breath. There is no struggle in breathing. There is no urgency, no demand. Breath simply flows, and so does money to the one who assumes wealth. Repeat it gently in your mind. Money comes to me as effortlessly as breath. Now shift subtly into identity, the most powerful realm of assumption. I walk as the one who already has. Feel it in your posture, your chest, your very presence. This is not the walk of a seeker. It is the walk of one who has already found. Once more, I walk as the one who already has. Now the final decree in this series, the key that unlocks the outward world. My world responds to who I am, not what I want. For the world does not answer pleading, it answers being. The assumption defines the outcome. Say it low and steady within. My world responds to who I am, not what I want. Now let all four decrees weave together in your consciousness, like threads forming a single fabric. Feel their tone. Old world, firm, certain, without hesitation. This is how we spoke in lecture halls decades ago. This is how truth was impressed upon the mind, not with excitement, but with certainty, not with force, but with calm authority. Let the decrees echo softly within you. I have it now. Money comes to me effortlessly. I walk as the one who has. My world responds to who I am. Rest in that identity. Let it become natural. Let it become yours. Now, my friend, let us step slowly into one of the most misunderstood and yet most liberating truths I ever taught. It startled people in my own time, and it still startles those who hear it today. But once understood, it will free you from every sense of financial limitation. That truth is this: everyone is you pushed out. It does not mean that other people do not exist. It does not mean the world is an illusion. It means that every individual who crosses your path plays the role you have silently assigned them through your inner state. They cannot escape that role any more than an actor can escape the script handed to him once the curtain rises. In your financial world, consider the number of players involved: the banker who processes your request, the employer who determines your salary, the client who decides to hire you or not, the friend who mentions your name at the perfect moment, the stranger who offers a favor you never asked for, the official who signs a paper that changes everything, the opportunity that appears as if out of thin air. Every one of them is moved, compelled, shaped by the state you occupy within yourself. You do not change people by persuading them. You do not change circumstances by effort. You do not need to convince the world of your worth or your readiness. You change them by assuming the state to which their actions must conform. I have seen this truth in my students again and again. A woman in New York once told me that every bank she walked into seemed cold, dismissive, and unwilling to help. But she carried within her the assumption of being a burden, an inconvenience, someone who must plead. And so the world showed her exactly that. But when she changed the assumption, when she assumed quietly, peacefully, that she was a woman of means, a woman whose financial affairs were always handled with respect and ease, the world turned its face toward her. The same clerks who once denied her became friendly. cooperative, even eager to assist. Nothing changed on the outside. Everything changed within. This is the law. When you assume wealth, others must assume it for you. The world does not initiate, it responds. Consider this for a moment. If you walk into a bank, feeling small, uncertain, anxious, or needy, you will meet someone who unknowingly mirrors that back to you, through delays, restrictions, questions, and refusals. Not because they wish to diminish you, but because your inner assumption demands that they play that part. But if you enter that same place, the very same place, bearing the quiet consciousness of one who already possesses wealth, everything changes. Their tone softens. Their respect rises. Their willingness expands. Their responses align with your new identity. The world moves toward you as though it had been waiting for you to claim your rightful place. Clients feel drawn to you in ways they cannot explain. Employers sense reliability and value without knowing why. Opportunities that once passed you by now pause, turn, and open their hands to you. Letters arrive carrying news that aligns with the wealth you have assumed. Friends speak your name at the perfect moment. Strangers become the instruments of your blessing, not because the world suddenly improved, but because you did. You assumed a different identity, and the world, being only your reflection, had no choice but to echo it. Others do not act independently of your inner state. They are mirrors, perfect mirrors, reflecting the wealth or poverty you hold within, the confidence or doubt you embody, the abundance or scarcity you believe to be true. So now this afternoon, I ask you to let a great burden slip from your shoulders. You do not need to persuade anyone. You do not need to prove yourself to the world. You do not need to chase money or opportunity or approval. You need only assume the state of the one who already possesses the wealth you desire. For the world is not your dictator. It is your echo. And as surely as the afternoon light grows softer, as the hours lean toward evening, the outer world will reorganize itself, quietly, elegantly, inevitably, to match your new state. Every person, every circumstance, every channel of supply is simply you, pushed out into form. Hold that truth gently but firmly in your mind. Let it take root. For with this understanding, the entire financial world bends to your assumption. And now, with this truth fully received, we move together into the closing ritual. And now, my friend, we come to the quiet close of this afternoon ritual. The moment where all that you have assumed, all that you have felt, all that you have accepted, settles into the depths of your being. There is nothing more to do. There is nothing more to think. You have impressed the state. And the state is what creates the world. So listen carefully to these final words. Assume the feeling and rest. Not rest as in sleep, but rest as in certainty. Rest as in knowing. Rest as the one who no longer asks, who no longer searches, who no longer wonders. You have accepted the end. You have taken the wealth identity as your own. You have impressed it upon the subconscious, which is the womb of all creation. Now let the world reflect it. Feel a gentle stillness spreading through you, a calm, quiet assurance that the work is done. The state is chosen. The seed is planted. The harvest is inevitable. And so I offer you this blessing, in the manner I spoke to many decades ago, in small rooms filled with earnest seekers. May this afternoon be counted unto you for righteousness, for you have aligned yourself with the truth that consciousness is the only reality. Walk now as the one who has. Speak as the one who has. Rest as the one who has. And as I close, hear me clearly. Let money come. It must come. For you have accepted the state from which it flows. Go in quiet confidence and allow the world to obey your assumption.